On this bug-tastic episode of Mythbusters Junior, Jesse, Valerie, and Rachel...
What the heck is this?
...see just how tacky things can get.
I've had nightmares about this.
As they investigate the myth that a bug trap can really catch and hold a human.
Jesse's got no shot at this.
And Adam does his best...
In 3, 2, 1.
fly-on-the-wall routine. While Allie, Cannon, and Elijah...
Look at how much the spider silk is stretching.
...reach the breaking point. As they test an age-old myth of the 8-legged variety.
Terrifying.
To find out if spider silk is really stronger than steel.
Look at that! That is 25,000 strands of spider silk.
And the Mythbusters draw a line.
Oh man, that's a lot of ants.
To test which common household substances will stop an army of ants from making a home invasion.
What?
No.
Yes, I'm back. With a brand new team of the best builders, the brightest minds, and the boldest busters I could find. Yes, they're a bunch of kids, but the myths, they are as full-size and as explosive as ever. This is Mythbusters Junior. We open this homage to our insect friends with the mighty cockroach.
No! Oh my God!
Yes, they're disgusting. Yes, they're pests and hard to get rid of, but that's only because they're the most robust, heavy lifter survivors of the insect kingdom. And yet, one thing reliably stops cockroaches in their tracks: the sticky glue trap. And this is our myth. Can a sticky glue trap be scaled up to a size that can capture a human being?
They're pretty sticky.
Look, we know where this ends up. You guys are gonna have to design and build a human-sized glue trap. The question is, where do we begin?
Well, we need to figure out, like, how sticky these really are.
And no better place for the Mythbusters to get started than to make a run for it. Across a sticky selection of off-the-shelf, paper-backed bug stoppers.
So you want to stick them down and make a surface of these.
Okay.
They have to determine if these insect traps can trap people, and that means they're going to have to test it on people, and that means they're going to have to test it on themselves, and that's what it means to be a Mythbuster. Oh, wow, have you put your fingers in this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man. Oh, that is awesome. You got to put your body on the line. You got to have literal skin in the game. Have you put your face in it yet?
No.
Oh, ow. No,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Couple weird hairs.
Poor man's waxing. Oh!
Putting their bodies on the line is an old Mythbusters tradition. In the classic tall tale water slide wipeout, Adam threw caution and literally himself to the wind.
This must be what it's like to be a superhero.
The scenario was that you can launch 115 feet from a super-sized water slide and land safely in a kiddie pool.
Well done.
Thank you.
72 feet turned out to be the limit, and that myth was busted.
Hold on. I'm gonna start here.
But before the Mythbusters can put their bodies on the line for science, they need to glue down their glue traps using more glue. Spray adhesive, to be exact.
We've been looking for the stickiest glue traps we can find, and we narrowed it down to these two. We will stick these onto a board and run across them. Nothing left to do but to test them out. I didn't think this through. Okay, looks good. Come with me.
They'll be testing 2 types of sticky trays, and with runway number 1 ready, Rachel's raring to go.
All right, running in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, no.
You lost the shoe.
These traps may stop bugs dead in their tracks, but test number 1 proves they don't work very well on humans, despite the loss of a shoe.
All right.
For round 2, Valerie will try a walking test.
Is this how people stretch?
No.
All right.
Will a slower pace put her brakes on, or be just another shoe stripper?
Walking in 3, 2, 1.
Those are some short steps.
The slow pace gives the glue more time to grip.
Oh, man.
But Valerie still manages to escape the trap.
How did that feel?
There's a word. Sticky. Felt sticky.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the test does reveal a possible fatal flaw with the off-the-shelf cardboard products.
I think the glue itself did stop me, but the paper unfortunately ripped.
The bug glue held, but was stronger than the cardboard backing. And after 2 quick tests of Roach runway number 2,
Running. Oh, man.
the second cardboard back trap
Sure ripped the paper off.
turns out to be another paper tiger.
So how was that?
Well, it certainly feels stickier than the last test.
Yep, it was marginally more effective, but didn't stop either Mythbuster from making it across. But Adam can't help but wonder if an increase in contact area might be the trick to get a good stick.
Coveralls have gotten really good lately.
Would the second, more robust roach trap capture a human fly? Say, something savage-sized.
I'm ready for science.
This falls squarely into the don't try this at home category.
All right, you guys want to count me in?
Okay, in 3, 2, 1.
It's what you might call a bust.
I can't stick.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if we should help him.
This is entertaining, actually.
Even with the added surface area, the paper-back glue traps still failed to grab this savage-sized bug, confirming the roach trap's earlier failures.
Sometimes science is messy. I don't think the commercial glue traps are what you guys are looking for.
I don't think it either.
The paper roach traps are definitely sticky. But to catch a human, the Mythbusters will need another way to test this myth, which is a bit of a letdown.
Oh, I feel funky.
On to our second myth. The granddaddy long legs of all bug legends.
So the myth is that spider silk is stronger than steel. And it's a great question. It's a provocative question, but it's worth thinking a little deeper about what it actually means.
And that all starts with the materials the Mythbusters will be comparing. Steel, a man-made alloy known for its high tensile strength and low cost, as well as being one of the most common structural materials in the world. And spider silk, a completely organic substance made of proteins from these amazing creatures' glands.
How do you compare the strength of 2 such dissimilar materials? Are we gonna build a building out of spider silk and compare it to a building made of steel? No. The best place to start is to look for a form factor of steel that matches the form factor that spider silk comes in.
And first up for examination is the spider silk, a material that Allie, Cannon, and Elijah are eager to get their hands on. Well, at least Allie and Cannon are.
My first reaction when I heard about the spider myth is, oh no, I hope I don't have to touch a spider. I'm like kind of bug phobic and spider phobic and just anything that isn't human phobic. The spiders that we used for the spider myth are golden orb spiders, and they aren't supposed to hurt us. I mean, I didn't get hurt. I don't know what happened to the rest of the team.
To get their spider silk exploration underway, Allie, Cannon, and Elijah have called in one of the world's most well-known spider silk experts, biology professor Todd Blackledge. who's arrived with a collection of silk and one of his favorite subjects,
So here's one of our spiders.
a golden orb spider.
And you can see she's wandering around on my arms and my hands. She's leaving a drag line of silk, kind of as a safety line. The drag line is the one that's really, really strong.
It's been scientifically proven that golden orb spiders create the strongest yet most flexible natural fiber in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But can a fiber hold up to steel?
So how thick is the drag line?
This spider is kind of a medium-sized golden orb spider, and so her silk is probably about 3 microns thick.
But how to make a one-to-one comparison between this mythically strong yet incredibly delicate spider silk and steel? By sourcing the thinnest steel thread they could find.
Here's the wire, and then here's our silk thread.
Now to see how the two materials size up under the microscope and work out the equivalent number of silk threads they need to match the steel's overall cross-sectional area and its density.
We got our hands on some pretty thin steel thread. It's about 30 micrometers thick. We looked at our spider silk underneath the microscope, and it was about 3 micrometers thick.
Matching the steel thread's overall mass in a strength comparison isn't just a one-to-one proposition. It's based on the steel's cross-sectional area and its density. At 30 microns, the steel is 10 times bigger in diameter than the silk. And taken side by side from that perspective, it has 100 times the area of the silk. But the silk is only 1/5 the density of steel. And when that's taken into account, they quickly work out that they'll need 500 strands of silk to match the steel 1-to-1.
So let's get started figuring out how much weight these can hold then.
Great.
Bring on the test rig, a task left to all-round maker and inventor, Allie. She whips up a complete frame with some signature spidery touches.
One of the things I really like about being a builder is seeing your ideas come to life. You'd be like, whoa, that was in my head and now it's here. That's cool.
With the rig built, it's time to test. First up, the steel thread.
Okay, I'm gonna do a few wraps. Oh, I broke it. All right.
It's very, very, very delicate.
With the steel filament finally in place,
So now we're gonna hang the hook on the wire?
it's time to find out how much load this fragile thread will bear.
All right, Allie, you wanna start placing some weight?
Definitely.
Yeah?
They begin to add weight in the tiniest increments the Mythbusters have on hand.
All right,
Washers
that's 1.27 grams.
and paper clips.
I feel like I'm a paperclip ninja now.
You certainly are.
The weight's effect slowly begins to show.
It's definitely now like 4 inches below. It's really, really drooping.
That scared me so much.
Now, an inventory and some math.
All right, I'm gonna give you some totals, Cannon, so that we can add them up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But sometimes even Adam has to be reminded that the simplest approach
Why don't we just put them on the scale and weigh them?
Huh.
can also be the best approach.
You mean rather than doing math about all of these, just dump them all on a scale and weigh them?
Precisely.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant.
Cannon's not a 12-year-old college sophomore for nothing.
Adam Savage, he's a good kid. I think he'll make something of himself someday.
Okay, that's 39.305 grams.
The 30-micron steel thread snapped to just under 40 grams. Time to pull out the 500 strands of spider silk
Cool.
that were meticulously collected by Dr. Blackledge and his research team back at the University of Akron.
So how long did it take to harvest that much silk?
So this silk came from about 2 spiders, and each spider, we pulled silk out of it for about a half hour.
It's spider silk versus steel round 1. And this time, Allie's taking no chances.
We only have one of it, so I want you to be the one to put the washers on.
She'll let Adam do it.
So you can blame me when it breaks?
Yes.
All right, I'll take the fall.
Okay.
This is terrifying.
This is why I made you do it.
Wow. Now I'm gonna disconnect it Come on, come on. There we go. Okay.
Don't breathe too hard.
That was the hardest I've ever worked for something that weighs almost nothing.
It's time to put the 500 strands of spider silk to the test.
All right, 500 strands, the same density. Here we go.
The silk is diabolically delicate.
Oh man, this is terrifying.
One false move could end this test before it starts.
So I've now got 1/4 of the weight of our steel on here.
Look at how much the spider silk is stretching.
The tension builds, washer by washer, as the total weight creeps closer to the spider silk's unknown breaking point.
Why do I get the feeling that this is gonna break soon?
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
Oh, this is stressful.
Valerie, Rachel, and Jesse are testing a seriously sticky myth.
Can a giant-sized bug trap really trap a human? We're gonna find that out.
Their initial tests using off-the-shelf commercial roach traps got ripped to shreds.
Oh, man.
So they've decided to expand their adhesive horizons with a combination of non-toxic pest glues and 2 industrial adhesives.
We moved on to pourable solutions, and we searched high and low, and this is what we found. A fly trap glue, roach trap glue, rodent trap glue, silicone solutions, and industrial adhesive.
The glue itself held, but the paper gave out. Hopefully, when we use our pourable glue, we'll get some better results. Fingers crossed.
Cue senior design consultant and delivery man, John Marcoux.
You guys order some pizza? These are test trays because you've gone through all the trouble to find all these glues, but we don't know if they're actually sticky. Grab your adhesive of choice, and we're gonna start spreading these out.
The team gets busy setting their trays. And after some quick work, it's time for some hand tests. Starting with fly paper glue.
Oh, no.
That's not gonna work.
That's like liquid.
It's a maybe.
Oh?
Yeah?
Oh, man. That's a maybe.
It's a lot more grabby than anything else I've seen.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's like a little kid sticker.
That doesn't even deserve
What
the
is-
no pile. That.
What is this? That's a disgrace.
Nothing so far has any human holding power.
Okay, rodent glue.
One last glue to test.
Oh.
Oh! Oh, man.
Oh no.
Really?
This one is definitely sticky.
It looks like they found a credible candidate.
So this is a yes.
And when they examine the rodent glue straight out of the can,
What the heck is this?
it seems to have some serious potential.
It's gonna go flying everywhere.
Wait.
Do we really have to walk through this?
Oh, boy. What is this stuff?
We'll melt it down, pour out a little test run, and then you guys get to run through this stuff.
Oh, no.
That is gonna be some fun.
All right, ready to scale this up?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right, high five. Oh!
Coming up, Rachel and Valerie put their money on the rodent glue.
I bet you $5 you can't run through this.
20.
And Jesse makes a run for it.
In 3, 2, 1.
Jesse, Rachel, and Valerie are testing the tackiest of myths.
Oh, wow.
Can a bug glue trap be scaled up to a size that can capture a human?
That's a maybe.
They've already picked their top adhesive,
Oh!
This one is definitely sticky.
a non-toxic rodent glue. Time to get cooking in the Mythbusters test kitchen, where the semi-solid substance needs to be heated up before it's poured out
All right, let's do another pour. Looks like we're ready.
into a mid-scale proof-of-concept runway.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God!
So imagine like 200 gum stuck to your shoe on a hot summer day. Ugh.
Yes.
You made it.
Rachel and Valerie are sold on the rodent glue.
I bet you $5 you can't run through this.
20.
That's $25.
25.
The final yay or nay for the rodent glue has come down to this.
3, 2, 1.
Much to his chagrin, Jesse ends up face first,
My sock got stuck.
footwear free,
That was the funniest thing I've seen all day.
and $25 poorer.
Okay, well, I think we found our glue.
We didn't get stuck, but hopefully when we supersize this and the glue thickens, maybe we will.
I'm gonna need these. Oh my God. Okay.
Back at Spider Central, Adam, Allie, Cannon, and Elijah are testing the age-old myth that spider silk is stronger than steel. They've already taken the thinnest steel thread they could find to the limit. And now they're putting 500 strands of spider silk, the steel's equivalent in density, to the test.
Why do I get the feeling that this is gonna break soon?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is stressful.
That was awesome.
That was fantastic.
A quick reminder, the 30-micron thick steel thread failed at 39.3 grams of added mass.
All right.
And as for the 500 strands of spider silk,
83 grams. That is more than double what the steel thread of the same mass was able to hold. That's cool.
That's actually pretty impressive. I didn't expect it to do that.
when it comes to a head-to-head test of matching density, there's no doubt the spider silk kicked mass. The myth that spider silk's stronger than steel is starting to bear weight. But to confirm their findings and repeatability, the Mythbusters will stage another test. This time on an unprecedented scale, with a cable of 25,000 strands of silk collected by Dr. Blackledge's research team from 42 hardy spiders over the course of 5 weeks.
Bum, bum, bum. Look at that! That is 25,000 strands of spider silk, and there are a lot of really tired spiders after making this. This is quite possibly the largest amount of spider silk that's ever been brought to bear on a test like the one we're about to do, to compare this to the strength of steel of the same mass.
It's a bug-tastic edition of Mythbusters Junior. And for this next myth, Jesse and Cannon and Elijah are getting antsy to test the ant-stopping properties of some traditional home remedies, starting with one of the most well-known, the myth that ants won't cross a line of chalk. And to help them in their quest, the Mythbusters have enlisted the help of one of the world's foremost ant experts, Dr. Brian L. Fisher.
What do you think? Have you ever tested this? Why wouldn't ants cross a chalk line?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, ants go out in forays, they leave chemical trails. You see, ants are really like chemical factories. They produce all these different chemicals, and one of them is a trail pheromone. And that actually is dotted around and laid down so they know exactly how to get back home. And they're out there leaving a trail, but also looking for food. And when they find that pizza on your kitchen counter, they run back and tell their sisters, and they leave a big trail, and they bring the recruits.
That leads to the key question these gypsy ants will help to answer. Will a substance such as chalk disrupt the ant's pheromone trail?
But, you know, you can imagine it could work in certain cases where the ant would say, hey, I don't want to cross that chalk. That chalk would absorb my chemical pheromone trail. So it could work. But then, in a sense, any chalky substance would work then. And we could test that too.
The team's ready to find out by following a fine tradition of testing animal behavior in some, shall we say, unique situations. In the Mythbuster classic Bull in a China Shop, Tori, Carrie, and Grant tested the old adage that a brash bull would undoubtedly cause carnage in a china shop.
Oh
Here comes the bull.
Surprisingly, the bulls put on a balletic display,
Ridiculous.
avoided the shelves, and the conclusion was clear.
It's a stupid saying. I'm never gonna use it again. Bull in a china shop busted.
Busted.
Yeah, it's busted.
Age-old anti-ant remedy number 1, chalk, is ready to go. With great anticipation,
Okay.
the test subjects are placed at the ready.
All right, we got the ants.
Test 1 is a simple, straight line of chalk.
How about a big line then across all these right here and see if any of them go across?
The theory that ants won't cross a chalk line quickly gets stepped on.
Oh, it just crossed the line.
They like go up to it and then look at it and then walk really slowly across it.
The chalk line barrier is not looking great so far.
How about if you draw a circle around them? And
Okay.
just see if they stop.
Will a chalk lasso rein in these rowdy rascals? Not so much.
Oh, they just went right over it.
Yep.
These ants are clearly laughing in the face of their chalky foe. But our ant herders aren't giving up yet.
Well, maybe we could try a different type of chalk.
We do have some powdered chalk, and then maybe we can put it on a little bit thicker this time.
Time to up the ante. Powdered chalk, and lots of it.
Oh man, that's a lot of ants.
Surely this chalk enclosure will put a stop to these gypsy ants' wandering ways.
Oh, no.
What?
No,
They went right over it.
this is inconceivable.
So this is obviously not working. I think it's safe to say that chalk is busted.
Has there ever been a myth so quickly quashed?
Oh, they're
already out.
But chalk is only the first in a line of other antidotes.
Well, chalk might be busted, but we have some other household items that we can try.
There are other home remedies that people swear that they work. We're gonna try that next.
First up is the long-rumored ant stopper, baby powder. And Cannon starts off with a keen observation.
I don't think they use babies to make baby powder.
That college education is clearly paying off.
This one's climbing.
It's definitely not stopping them.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here.
In a word, baby powder
is busted.
They didn't care. They just charged right over that powder.
On to the next potential antagonizer, the classic household spice.
Clothes. For me, that's the most popular. Off and running.
And straight into the busted barrel.
Oh, nope.
Really?
Oh, no.
They step up with a rapid succession of other family faves. Cinnamon,
Well, that did not work.
cayenne pepper,
Oh, they're over. Okay, that was the quickest one.
It looks like this experiment is joining a long line of Mythbusters' failed attempts to wrangle animals.
Come on, come on.
As Adam and Jamie found out in their famous test of the myth that it's impossible to herd cats.
That's it. Go on. Go on.
And after plenty of feline flailing, that myth was confirmed. They're down to one last home remedy, an old Italian favorite.
Let's try our olive oil.
Yes, olive oil.
None of them are going past the olive oil.
None of them like it.
Oh.
He's turning around.
The ants can't break out, and that's a breakthrough. And for good measure,
We're gonna make a trail to see if we can control their direction.
Adam and Jamie found it impossible to herd cats. But can the Mythbusters herd ants?
There we go.
The oil is really working a longer pathway.
But even though they're moving like all over the place, they're staying in the boundaries of the oil.
Even the world expert entomologists persuaded.
Well, I was most surprised by the olive oil, which actually I didn't think was going to work at all. I thought they'd just walk right over, but they didn't.
But a broken pheromone trail, as previously speculated, seems not to be the ant-stopping culprit. The oil appears to have interfered with the ants' key sensory tool, their antennae.
They actually, walked up to it and checked it out. And how do ants check out things, they use their antenna. It's their ears and eyes. They just flapped them around and they got stuck. And they all backtracked, and you never see an ant walk backwards. But these ants walked backwards and drug their antenna out of the oil, and immediately they started cleaning them. And that's all they cared about after that. They didn't want to go across the oil. They just wanted clean eyes.
Yep, and the theory holds water. An ant's exoskeleton is hydrophobic and repels water, but it's also lipophilic, meaning the oil sticks and turns out to be the ant's kryptonite.
Yeah. If only we could control you with olive oil.
So to recap, the myths that ants won't cross lines of chalk, baby powder, clothes, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper are all
busted.
But the ant-stopping properties of olive oil?
Good job, ants.
The age-old scientific myth that spider silk is stronger than steel is coming down to the wire. In their initial small-scale test, 500 strands of spider silk proved to be twice as strong as its steel equivalent. And now the Mythbusters are ready to take this test to an unprecedented scale.
There we go.
To test the strength of a 28-gauge steel wire to its matching equivalent in density, a whopping 25,000 strands of spider silk collected from 42 spiders over the course of 5 weeks.
This is quite possibly the largest amount of spider silk that's ever been brought to bear on a test like the one we're about to do, to compare this to the strength of steel of the same mass. Why go to this length? It's a great question. The fact is when you're testing stuff in scale, as long as you iterate, you can come to some good conclusions, but the best way to get great results is to experiment in the largest scale you can, hence this monster.
And for this final silk versus steel smackdown, the team has adapted the test rig with a clever addition.
With our new rig here, we'll be conducting 2 different experiments. The first with our length of steel twine here, with our water being released in a controlled manner down to this bottom tank here, and it will weigh down that cable until hopefully it'll sever and we'll be able to see how much weight in water is causing that thing to snap. If the results of the previous test hold true, I'm pretty sure that spider silk is gonna kick steel's butt.
Cue the butt-kicking attempt. The 28-gauge wire's up first.
Steel wire test in 3, 2, 1.
They've traded out washers and paper clips for over 40 pounds of water.
It's so amazing.
So quiet.
Gravity does its job, and as the water trickles into the lower bucket, the steel wire starts to suffer from some serious water weight gain.
It's
Oh,
stretching.
wow, look at that. It's really moving.
It's stretching.
It's visibly moving. That is crazy.
I heard a noise.
Oh, oh. That was fantastic. That couldn't be a better result. All right, let's weigh this puppy. 12.5 pounds, Cannon. That's a result. Let's set up for spider silk.
Definitely.
25,000 strands, to be exact.
There we go.
It's a nice yellow color.
I'm gonna let it take on the weight. This is the most amount of spider silk that's been tested in this kind of test, maybe ever. 9.5 miles of silk right there.
That's crazy.
9.5 miles. That's insane.
You guys ready?
Totally.
Yep. 25,000 strands of spider silk in 3, 2, 1.
Releasing the water.
Quart by quart,
It's now stretched about a full inch.
the 25,000 strands of silk bears the load.
Okay, we've passed the weight of the steel.
Whoa.
So
The silk has surpassed the steel's holding power.
We're coming up on double.
But the strain of the weight is taking its toll.
What was that?
That was it.
Side snapped.
Whoa! Ah! That's the result!
Oh man, that was cool.
That was fantastic. All right, our steel wire held 12.5 pounds. This is the amount of water it's equivalent in mass in spider silk held, and it is
Cue the drum roll.
26.
26 pounds! That is so cool. Aren't you excited?
Yep.
Here, give me a high five. We are so psyched. Can you tell?
Just as it did in the previous density equivalency test, the spider silk proved to be a little more than twice as strong as the steel.
And look, it broke right in the middle, too.
Yeah, perfect. That, like, I can't even tell you how happy that makes me that both parts of this test, steel and spider silk, broke cleanly in the middle. It's just, it's unassailable that we were testing the strength of the material.
2 head-to-head density tests, 2 almost identical results. A satisfying conclusion to this classic scientific myth.
This is definitely one of my favorite stories this season. No fire, no bombast, just 9.5 miles of spider silk and a set of really elegant methodologies for testing its strength. And you can picture in your head what a fine steel wire feels like jeweler's wire. You can feel that. Okay, now I want you to hold that in your head and watch this. This is so gossamer, it is barely even there. And the idea that it held twice as much weight as the steel wire, mind-blowing. All right, Mythbusters, it's time to call this one. From a mass perspective in a tensile strength test, is it true that spider silk is stronger than steel? How do you find?
Well, I mean, it tested twice as strong consistently.
So I would say confirmed.
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 Confirmed it is. All right, thank your spiders.
Thank you, spider.
No spiders were harmed during the filming of this episode.
Back at Bug Bunker HQ,
What the heck is this?
Valerie, Rachel, and Jesse are testing an adhesive myth for the ages. Is it possible to build a giant-sized glue trap and catch a human?
This one is definitely sticky.
And after testing and then eliminating a bunch of store-bought options because their mechanical properties just weren't up to the scale of a human being, the Mythbusters went for some mid-scale tests.
Oh my God! Definitely sticky.
And settled upon a glue they think is perfect and just might succeed at this.
And that is a whopping 60 gallons of off-the-shelf rodent glue, a proprietary formula that combines linseed oil and polyurethane derivatives for viscosity and adhesive power.
My favorite part is that they ended up with a glue actually meant for catching animals. In this case, rodents. But oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how sticky this stuff is. It is really gross, and I feel like it just might work. I was licking the different finger. Got ya.
You understand if we get stuck in this, we're stuck for good.
So now it's time for the full-scale test. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buster Motel, where Mythbusters go in, and they might just not make it out.
Suitably attired,
Welcome to the gun show.
Valerie volunteers to make the first run.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm about to run through 450 pounds of glue.
All right, cue the lights.
I've had nightmares about this, but it's time to face them.
And with cautionary confidence, Valerie takes the plunge.
Ah! Run number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh, no!
1 shoe down.
Oh.
2 hands down.
We have a stuck bug.
Can you stand up? Oh.
And Valerie's out of the race.
I am not moving.
Whoa! Come on! Wow! Oh my gosh, Valerie!
I swear to God, I can't move.
Round 1 is conclusive.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Oh, yeah.
The glue knocked Valerie's socks
I
off.
liked that sock. Yeah. Oh, no! That caught me. That totally caught me.
Totally caught you.
Totally.
Wow.
Round 2, Rachel's up.
I have a technique, the twinkle toes. I think it'll work better because the surface area is less and I'll be able to pull it up quicker. So I think it'll work. Mark my words.
All right. Human trial of our bug trap.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
You let that one go.
No, don't touch your arms down. Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought that twinkle toes tactic would work. Apparently not, because I'm stuck like a bug.
With the score of glue 2, Mythbusters zip, it's all down to Jesse.
Jesse's got no shot at this.
I'm going to try and jump onto the platform without face planting into a bunch of glue.
It sounds like a perfect plan.
This is human bug trap. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Are you all right?
I don't know.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Well, Jesse took a huge leap at the beginning to hopefully get farther than Valerie made it across our bug trap, and he did just before face planting into the stuff, and he was genuinely caught. I'm starting to think I should get a pair of scissors and just cut you out of this suit from the back.
I think that would be a great idea.
All right, okay. It's like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly.
So when he emerged from the suit, he went, ha-boom! It kind of sounded like a fart and an explosion in one. Just like, boom, right in your face.
There's no contest.
I was stuck. I would have definitely been stuck.
The Mythbusters are 3 down, all out. And as they say, that's all, folks, except to call the myth.
I have to say, I am impressed. This is a lot weirder and a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. But the question is, how do we call it? Is it possible to supersize a bug trap and catch a person?
If you came across this in some normal street clothes, you'd be crying to your mommy.
Yeah, you guys all did tank on the first attempt, so...
Totally confirmed.
I agree. Confirmed.
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 All right, let's clean this mess up somehow.
The myth? Confirmed it is. You can catch a human with a scaled-up glue trap. But Mythbusters' second name is Never Say Never. So could these ingenious Mythbusters now devise something to undo the glue?
My idea to get over our giant glue trap is something that I like to call sticky pad shoes. I'm gonna glue my shoe to this pad once it's cut out, and then every time I take a step, it's gonna rip a piece of paper off, and then I'm gonna move to the next step, and then it's gonna do that again, and then every step I take, it'll rip a new piece of paper off. So I'm hoping this will work.
All is ready to go. So, will it work?
Tear off a page of history, Jesse.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Keep going.
Okay,
Yes,
second
going.
step.
Go.
Oh!
Wait, keep going.
Oh!
Now, I have a solution.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes,
I
he
did.
Oh,
That's it?
Nice.
yeah. Yes.
Fit down.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, this is the tough one. It's all downhill after you get this foot on the next piece of paper.
It's good. You go.
No!
The sticky pad shoes are what's technically called a dud. Over to Rachel's plan. Stilts.
And the reason that I'm doing stilts is because it has a smaller surface area. It's really tiny. So at the bottom of the stilt, we're adding a hydrophobic coating so that we can hopefully repel the stick. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
The stilts are off,
Oh my God.
but not running.
Well, so much for that.
Well, the Mythbusters taking on the task of making their own inventions to cross this river of goo is working swimmingly, except that it's not working at all. Neither Rachel nor Jesse's worked according to plan. I can't wait to see how it goes for Valerie.
In the beginning, when we were testing our pourable glues and it got all over our hands, a little soapy water and oil did the trick. So I figured, why not use the same solution to help me walk across? It's science.
That's yet to be tested.
This is
soap and oil spray. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh?
Oh, oh,
Oh!
oh.
Oh!
This is working nicely.
Awesome.
Haha.
Well done.
Okay.
I'm amazed.
Rachel.
I need more pump.
Oh, you need some pump? Okay, here we go. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Valerie has proven it. Soap and oil can defeateth the sticky beast.
Yeah!
I totally defeated the human glue trap with a little help of chemistry.
Unassisted, the glue trap wins. But with a little bit of science cheat, the bug trap glue, it sure will be. Old Mythbusters saying.